Oh, and here we are. Oh my gosh, this afternoon has been a little bit of one of those afternoons where it is a comedy of errors. Well, there's not really errors, it's just when lots of little things sort of derail you a little bit. And I almost turned up to the live today without a cup in my hand. We all know how anxious that makes me. So I've got my security blanket here and I've got my glasses on, which is also another security blanket for me. But just so we can understand the lack of romance that happens in private practice when you are responsible for your premises, we have a odor that likes to pay a visit to us of an afternoon. And yeah, we are working out how we can use our bathroom without said odor. No, I don't want to employ a plumber. I just don't want to have to deal with that. But seriously, is that not one of the most grotesque things that we have to deal with when it comes to managing, owning, operating a private practice? And given that I am the owner of this property, I can't just ring a landlord and go, please fix the odor in the bathroom. That's where I, as the landlord, go, how long can we put up with it before I have to find a plumber to come and fix it? Oh my goodness. How has your Wednesday been? My Wednesday was going so well. And then this really, really funny thing happened. So I did make it to the pool. So for those of you who watched yesterday, I have actually been to the pool and I've done my half an hour of hydrotherapy exercises in the water, and it's school holidays. So I had to get through some major resistance that I had built up for myself. It was too cold, so Sherry Shocky Pope bought me a wetsuit jacket. But today it was 29 degrees Celsius, so I can't use that as an excuse. It's too far away. Seriously, it's like 3 kilometers up the road. We can't use that as an excuse. The water's too cold. There's a hydrotherapy pool there. The water is not too cold. There was really no good reason left for me today to not actually go do it. So I looked at my diary, I made sure all my things were scheduled, I was on time with all of the things that I had planned to do today, and was even exceeding my expectations around some content I'm producing for the Success Mindset Masterclass. So just gotten out of the pool after swatting children out of the way, which is a new upper limb exercise if anyone is interested. Sophie's one, she's imitating what that could have looked like. And I just happened to pick up my phone because I was going to take a selfie and go, hey, are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. And then I got a notification saying that I was supposed to be on a call with a potential coaching client. Oh, I had misunderstood my timings and my time frames. I thought I had an extra half an hour. So I raced back here to the office and do the coaching call with wet dripping hair in my togs or my swimsuit, depending on which part of the world you're in. Fortunately, this person I love and respect so much, and I did not want to put off the call because it's been difficult for us to connect. But I just realized today I turned up to a potential coaching call, like, hey, do you want to work together? Coaching call, looking like somebody who's just finished rehab in my swimsuit. And I may have actually stood up to maneuver the towel around myself at some point in time, and that will be on the recall as well. So yeah, that kind of threw me a little bit out of left field today. And to be honest, my brain is a little bit foggy now. I can feel the soft tissues in my back and my legs going, "Oi, what have you done today?" But I busted through that resistance, and I, to be honest, I'm actually quite anxious and concerned about how I'm going to pull up tomorrow. So a couple of weeks ago, I reported on the walking that I did and how proud I was and how good I felt in the moment around the walking. However, what has actually occurred since then is that the walking isn't actually good for me. It's actually causing me more problems, and it was a part of the week of migraine triggers. So, and you're all going, how can that be? It just is my life, and we're trying to find ways that I can continue to move my body that doesn't cause this horrendous reaction to occur. So I'm a little bit unsure on how I'm going to pull up tomorrow. I can tell you right now I'm incredibly fatigued, and it's taking a lot of work to form words into sentences. So that's all the things that we have to try and manage in our practice building, right? If we're going to be the business owners, we need to make sure that we are keeping ourselves fit and healthy and cared for. And for me right now, it means I need to be getting my body fitter and healthier. But then that's been a challenge, and it's really easy. I see why my rehab clients struggle with this so much. If nothing else, this past 4 years has given me the opportunity to learn empathy and compassion where I may not have been empathetic or compassionate and gone, just get on with it, just get on with it. For me, it's been such a wake-up call to realize I can't just push through this stuff anymore. So when I was in the pool today, the first 10 minutes were really quite excruciating. There was pain in my back and my legs that I was like, this can't be good, this can't be good. But I went, hang on, I'm in warm water, I'm buoyant. Why don't we just walk it out and see what happens? Now, after 10 minutes, I was okay. But I had given myself a 10-minute timeout where I was like, if this continues, we're going to stop this. But it's interesting trying to learn the signals that our body gives us. And for those of us who are used to just going and going and going and ignoring the sensations in our body and doing mind over matter, and the day we crash, or the days that we find that we have no more get up and go because it's get up and gone, it can be quite debilitating and disabling. And I go through a sense of grief and loss, and it's not an easy thing to do. And then on top of that, I get to deal with odors in bathrooms, and I am talking to banks at the moment, and I'm trying to get projects finished, and I'm having to use my delegation skills a lot more and get problems resolved. However, I do want to congratulate my amazing team. So Purple Co, you know I love these people because I talk about them a lot. But as an owner of a multi-clinician practice, you get nervous or anxious whenever there are complaints or issues that could turn into complaints, right? And it takes a lot of work for those of us who are control freaks and where our name is attached to the quality of work that we do, to let it go and not create more of a mess or not let people resolve issues in their own right. So there had been an issue going on here since I returned from leave. So it's 4 weeks. It's been going on for at least a month that I did not find out about until yesterday, until it had been resolved. And I'm so proud of my team because it's been resolved better than what would have occurred if I had gotten in the way, because I had delegated appropriately. Everybody knew their authority in that situation, and the boundaries and the lines were really clear. What I hear a lot of practice builders, practice owners doing is not delegating appropriately, not giving enough authority or delegated authority to a person to be able to execute the work well. I also know that a lot of us are control freaks. So what we say on Monday, we have forgotten about by Wednesday because we're freaking out about something, so that by Thursday, the rules have changed again and the goalposts have changed again. I can assure you that that is the best way to destabilize your team, to destabilize yourself, and to create mistrust. Stop it. If you can't keep it all in your head, then you need to have a way of recording exactly what it is you're instructing people to do until you get better at this delegation thing. A lot of people think that delegation is just barking an order about a task to be completed. It's not. That's not delegation. Task completion and task instruction is different to delegation. Delegation requires a person to know exactly what it is that they need to do, how to do it, the scope of the practice to do it, the delegated authority to problem solve to do it, so that you can actually hand over that piece of work or that task and they know when to come back to you. We're very, very good at just going, do this bit, and then 3 weeks later, then do this bit. And then we expect that people, can work out how to join the dots. They can't. It's not fair. It's unreasonable. And then we, myself included, get cranky because my people aren't showing initiative in problem solving skills. I'm not delegating. So I am really proud of this team. So in the work I did in leading up to my time away, I had to work on stepping out and getting out of the way. And we've seen some fruit of that now, in that we had this issue that had a direct implication on client service, that could have made me look like an idiot, that caused a service provider that we had trusted to let us down a bit, but I didn't need to get involved. And I think that as a practice owner and as a business owner, that is exactly where we want to get to. So I encourage you, if there is anything you've heard in this today that you're recognizing some of those behaviors in yourself, please, please, please seek some advice and support on it. I know how embarrassing it can be to have to admit some of that stuff, especially when you're the leader in your business and you don't want to look like you're wrong or you're failing, or you're not as good as what you want people to think you are. You have to tell your team and your staff what you do need to do is work on that stuff yourself. It's not okay for us to be presenting ourselves as these leaders if we're not working on our leadership skills. And if we're going to be great leaders, then we need to be self-aware. We need to employ self-management so that we can actually do the things that need to be done, engage the people the way they need to be engaged, and allow them to do the work that's got to be done. But I understand you and I get you, because I have been you. We can change, but we've got to do it in a way that helps us feel safe. And that is the whole self-awareness piece. And it's why we keep going over and over and over and making the same mistakes again and again and again. And Facebook has just done that awesome thing where it tells me everybody has turned up. So hello to all the people who have joined me on the live today. I can see Priscilla is here. Oh, you're awake. Hey, good news, Priscilla. This weekend, Australia, well, this part of Australia where I am right now, we're having a time zone change. So these calls are going to be an hour earlier until you do your weird time zone change thing. My husband's on this call. Hey babe, how's your afternoon been? Hello, Linda Mottram. And Stacey. Wow, your ears may have been burning. It's lovely to see. Have you finished all of that stuff you were doing today, with the bodies and things that you do? Rightio, everybody. This one's been a bit longer today, and I apologize if my brain has been a bit all over the place. I won't be doing another swim tomorrow because I've learnt that I need a recovery day. I'll be doing a yoga class on Friday, so we'll be looking at getting back in the pool, all going well, come Saturday. Woo, check that out. All right, people, tomorrow is Thursday. I have got a lot of calls on tomorrow. I have just created my to-do list. I've got a lot of things I want to tidy up and finish off for tomorrow. I've got some blog posts to get prepared for next week. Yeah, but tonight I am going to enjoy Anthony coming home. Woohoo! Having dinner with my boy. Oh, he'll hate that. I'm having dinner with my son, and I'm really looking forward to spending time with him. So I'm going to catch tomorrow. All's going to be awesome. I'm not going to freak out about how my back's going and how my body feels. It's all going to be excellent. So until then, go be your awesome self.